Beautiful souls, I hope you guys can see me. I've had to come out onto the rooftop just to get into some sunlight. That reading really took it out of me because it ran on a much lower tempo. You'll see me speak even quieter in today's reading because the field was highly sensitive. I struggled near the end, but I did feel thankful that I could stay to come full circle and then close off the reading. And this is one of the next most requested readings, Meghan Markle. I'll see you in the comments. Here it is, beautiful souls. Gonna pause that right there. Yeah, gonna pause that right there. That's it's a little girl, really. Little girl. Having a difficult time, It's a little girl having a difficult time. It's a little girl having a difficult time. And gonna go back to that. There it is. Yeah. There's an enormous amount of anxiety and overwhelm. Anxiety and overwhelm that is, of course, trying to be managed, but the body is responding to it in control. It comes out as control. And of course, sometimes when we don't know what's going on, or we are experiencing some kind of event or challenge, a circumstance in our lives that can be unexpected, shocking, or has gone on for a long period of time, and there's just too many emotions, feelings, noise, then we can start to lose control. It's a losing of control. And as we lose control, we try to grasp further to then try and control that which is losing control. Yeah, that's the moment there. There's a rhythm there, but it's a pulse. And that pulse there, once more, it's just trying to hold everything together, everything that is dear to her. She's trying to hold everything that is dear to her. Yes, that's heart. She's trying to hold loved ones. Yeah. Okay, let's try and her field has a difficult time her field has a difficult time moving naturally, moving naturally, moving naturally. See, even as I say that, there we go. The anxiety comes back into the field, which is a dominating energy there. And I don't want to go into the personal energy. However, that has flooded into the field, and that's why we are able to communicate that. But when the anxiety goes unaddressed, it really starts to affect the individual at their core. And it starts creating an unnatural response. And that unnatural response can start coming out in our actions, our behaviours, really has an effect, trance-like, on the mind, the mental state. There we go. You see, that is very strong, the effect of the anxiety on the mind. So then we can stop being who we are. We can lose sight of who we are, who we once were. That's sad. That's sad. And then we can start playing characters for many different reasons that aren't who we are, but it is all connected to the losing of control. It is all connected to overwhelm. It is all connected to appearance and how the outside world receives us. And for some of us, the outside world receiving us can be more important than how we receive ourselves. We can prioritize strangers above how we look in the mirror, feel and see ourselves. And as that noise builds, we can then become a co-creator in that dislike. We can then become a co-creator in that dislike. And once more, there we go. It's very difficult to manage. Very difficult to manage. I'm going to go on to the next clip. Good boy, OB. Good boy. Okay, let's see. Yeah. There's an enormous amount of conflict. There's an enormous amount of conflict that seeps out into the field. And what that means is that other people can see that. The public can see that. Conflict can be personal. Conflict can be simply your own response to the outside world. How you interact, how you communicate. Conflict with those around you. But she's doing her best. To... This bit's even more sad. Just give me a moment. To be liked, to be well received, to be liked and to be well received. That's quite human. We want to be liked. We all want to be well received. But it's creating, look, there it is again. And we go straight to the voice. It creates a falsity when it's unchecked. This is why it's really important that we have people around us. We don't need many, one or two, that we trust to tell us if we are acting or behaving, if we are starting to become someone that is either out of touch or just isn't who we are anymore. We need those people in our lives. They are crucial so that we don't lose ourselves. So then, that falsity, if you're not in the public eye, can be well hidden, But if you're in the public eye, it's harder to hide. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And let's just see the final clip. Yeah, it's just a little girl. Just a little girl here. Trying to fit in. Trying to say the right thing. Trying to answer well. What's heartbreaking is that it's not for herself. It's for you, those who watch her. She's trying to answer well for you. All of it. The entire character has become quite stiff and rigid because it's trying to be something that it's not. It's trying to be something that it's not. And life itself becomes restricted, limited. That can affect those in her immediate environment or those in her immediate environment. Especially this area. Yeah. Just want to stay here just for a little bit longer if I can. But it is very uncomfortable if her field will let me. But it's also okay to exit. If she could see what we could see from our vantage point, she wouldn't feel the need to do what she's doing. And I know that that's easier to be said. But if she was able to see that which we can see, her energy, the lights, would just be able to blossom in such a way that would start healing those around her, humanity itself, little by little. But it's unable to do that at the moment because of all of the overwhelm and pressure, hard to manage. But she's got something. She really does. I'm going to leave it there, beautiful souls. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful souls. That was beginning to take its toll on me. But yeah, you could really see the inner child there. You could really see the light of a little girl. And it is difficult to see when the child is suppressed. It's difficult to watch when the child is restricted. It's difficult to see when the child can't be and play and say and do what it wants to. That's all so many of our inner children want. They want to be silly. They don't want to fear judgment. They don't want to fear criticism, hate. It's quite frightening for the child. We contract. It's like, oh, it's like getting scorned by a parent or a family member that you got to visit that's just always nasty and says hateful things. Frightening. We want to be around environments that feel safe. We want to be around people that just watch us and just allow us to be and play and accept that. And even better, join us in that play. So, yeah, you guys have been asking for a reading on Meghan Markle. Here it is. Let me know how you felt during the reading, thoughts and feelings about it. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Give the video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you in any way. Until next time, beautiful souls, love and blessings. Love and blessings.